Hey Legionnaires, welcome back. We're here with another Dawnless Days battle for you here today, and we are checking out the Wainriders submod once again, which sets the world of Middle-earth back several centuries in the Third Age, earlier period in the Third Age, when it was not Sauron who was the great threat of Middle-earth and great threat to Gondor. It was the Wainriders, which are from the east, from the areas around Karn and Rune, and they are here to cause as much damage as possible to Gondor, who is in this today's battle. We do have Gondor, which has an entirely different roster that you'd recognize from the main mod, and same, to be honest, with Dol Guldur as well, who are over here allying with them in today's battle. A very strange alliance, I'm not even going to question it. And then we do have the High Elves and also the Wainriders, of course, in this one. Wainriders with all of their great wains, their chariots here ready to go into action. I'm looking forward to seeing how they do. It does look like it's quite a small scale battle, to be honest. It looks like it's going to be fast paced as well. Allies have, like for the Dol Guldur, have 5,500. But that, and the not the defenders, the other side, the forces of good/evil, I don't know, the armies of the Wainriders have 2,300 troops, vastly outnumbered. But if I remember from the last time we played on this submod, the High Elves are absolutely god tier. These High Elven hammers are, disgusting. Got Noldor Vanguard, a lot of tier 3, a lot of tier 4 units here. Gulf Great Axes, I'm sure they're going to do great work here. Elrond as well, the bow unit. I think they do have a lack of bows in their roster, so that's going to be interesting to see. We've got Eastern Tribesmen as well to back them up, and also the Great Wains. I'm excited to see if the player knows how to use chariots. In this way, you basically do pull through. That is kind of the way you have to use chariots. A bit like with trolls, which we have plenty of here as well today, I should add. We have 3 units of trolls, 3 units of Olog High. They're not capped in Wainriders like they are in main mod, and they are 15 trolls per unit. That's 45 trolls here we have in today's land battle. I'm excited to see how they do. We've got the Black Company General as well to back up his snag of bows. And already the Great Wains are going in, and we do have the Necromancer of Dol Guldur as well, which is a really fun and goofy unit. Basically, it's a sorcery. He fires fireballs, so he's an expensive unit, that's for sure. And already the Step Chariot's going in. I was not even paying attention to this flank over here, but yeah, they have the same thing going on that flank as they do on the right flank. And already, yeah, the Chariot's going in, ripping through agents of the Necromancer, which are in the front lines here. It's all they've got, tier 2. I don't think they necessarily did a great job, to be honest. We're going to see another one going here. It's already wavering at 29 out of 30. They are going. I mean, the first unit gets hit hard. I mean, as I said, they need to back some of the elves need to get into melee, really, and then they can get in amongst other units, because going on their own doesn't really work so well. They're going into the archers, they're getting stuck. They just need to keep on going. They are routing that, but they will do damage as they pull back, as they retreat here, so that is always a positive as well. The trolls going out there. There goes the fireball of justice. That hit and went straight through this Wind Lancer here. Very, very nice. That is what the Necromancer brings to the battlefield. He's a mobile artillery piece, basically. And he's also got a massive mace that he can use as well. So I'm excited to see how he does and how many kills he can get. Missiles already firing, trying to hit the Eastern Tribesmen. The melee has very much got underway. We're going to slow-mo this a little bit because, yeah, we are getting a lot of action here. We've got the Elves on the front line. Those High Elves there. So they should get through the Necromancer agents easily enough. I think they have Javies of some sort as well. So these guys are a handy unit, actually. They do look like ninjas, really, with those black capes and hoods. And yeah, they've got a little dart that they throw, and they have double-handed swords. Looking very cool. Looks like we are going to see Gondor use his cavalry defensively with the backup of spears and Javies to deal with the Wainriders. We're bringing over a lot of their cavalry over here. They got Fire Riders of Nirn. These guys, basically, they have Nafatoons that they throw as they go into battle. Insane as well. Like, they just have an incredible roster. We've got Balkoth chariots here ready to go in. It's a better Lancer, or sorry, a better chariot than we've seen already in action. Spears here. Noldor Phalanx has routed all these Snaga spears. Yeah, Dol Guldur has mass, but not quality. Certainly not morale. And already is looking pretty shaky here for the Gondor Alliance, I guess we'll call it. It looks like we're going to see the Great Wains going. They might farm these kills, but they need to make sure these guys stay gone. I think that's what they're going to do, run through them. There are an encirclement of Wind Lancers going on right now. I wouldn't say the Wainriders have, like, They have some good armored units, like cavalry units, but they definitely rely more on their lightly armored cavalry, which they can just bring in great numbers. Elves and Gondor fighting on here. Vale clansmen, I think he's from the hill tribes of Gondor, these guys represent. Fighting some Noldor vanguard. These immortal warriors on the front line. The captain of Gondor there leading the way, leading his troops. Zoom out again, see what goes on. I thought we were going to see a cav charge. They baited Gondor. I think they want to bait the cavalry out so they can take on a much more advantageous fight. Javi's going in here. These eastern tribes, we need to be careful. They're jabbing away, but they're not doing a lot of damage. And oh my gosh, the Necromancer gets a brilliant shot right down the line of the tribesmen there. Just blasting these guys. He doesn't give a damn. He does what he wants. The Necromancer, I imagine, is going to be pretty tough to take out. He might need to be, like, wiped out. Like, sorry, like, broken by morale. So I presume he can be. Got some there hammer warriors on the front line, I think these are called. Elven hammers. That's what they're called. They are winning most of these fights. They're not that well armored, but they're tier 3, they are solid. Yeah, winning. Slicing through Lost Ark Levy. I think most of Gondor's money has gone into his cavalry. It looks like the trolls have run down most of these eastern tribesmen here, and also the Snarger spears are now engaging the rest of the Javi, so the trolls are safe from the javelins for now. Chariots going in once again. Chariots are running through here, running down right down to the center. They are taking casualties. They're getting into the strong point here. We've got the Rogue Quenny of the White Tree, the general, who's just got hit by the chariots. They're routing. Gaps are appearing in this line here. Chariots still need to get in and out. They do not want to stay engaged with these trolls. We've got the Noldor Imladris champions and the Noldor phalanx here. Where's the champions? Oh, there's these guys. So these spears kind of look like just basically the Noldorian spears, but they are renamed to the phalanx. And I imagine they're much stronger. Tier 4, and they have bows available. Oh no, there's the Amplas Watch. There go the Fire Riders. They're throwing their grenades, hitting these Amplas Watch over here, doing a little bit of damage to them. That is what they do, just kind of go in, hit and run with their Nafatoons, doing it again here a little bit, throwing them at the trolls. Oh my gosh, this battle is chaotic, and the Fire Riders going to get caught here by the Ravanian princes, which are the precursors to the Rohirrim. We're now seeing pikes come forward here, Noldor pikes being sent forward. And also, Elrond's about to get charged here by trolls. He needs to be careful. The Necromancer's still going strong. And all of a sudden, Dol Guldur and Gondor, say, after a shaky start, are starting to turn this one around. Key assets for the Wainriders getting killed off here. Elves also seemingly quite sparsely spread out. They're not really in a combined line anymore. They're getting picked off bit by bit. Cavalry here going in. That's routed though. Cavalry for the Wainriders is much stronger. The Ravanian princes there routed. Managed to take some of these Windlancers with them. There's just so much castle for the Wainriders just knocking about. They can kill off the Gondor cav. It could just kind of immobilize their mobility a little bit. Somehow a Great Wayne has been caught here. What is he doing? He's sleeping on the job. The Orc High just here, just whacking your general. Sort that out. The Elves, they're still winning combats here and there. Hammers just smashing through units. Keep battering away, boys. Batter away. Like it's a cod. A fish and chip shop. There you go. The Great Wayne's on the move again. He's in danger. Missiles are evidently a real sort of anti-chariot unit. And the spears, I mean, they're charging. I feel like you could just go through them. They're not set up in a shield wall. Just mow them down. And also, they're tier 1 light spears. I would feel like even a general chariot could take them out. I don't know. Trolls here are finally getting dealt with by the pikes by the looks of it. I think certain units have better bonuses against trolls. Things like pikes, axes have some, and shock does a little bit as well. Spears obviously do as well. Windlancers in here, engaging the archers, routing these guys. That's also a massive factor as well. A lot of numbers here rely on Dol Guldur's army and the Snargy units, which are constantly returning and breaking. Like I said, if you can get these cavalry off the battlefield here, it looks like Gondor is again going to be boxing up, but the Elves are penetrating this box. And it looks like the general over here, the Roqueni of the White Tree, is dying. That's the bad sign as well for Gondor, because that's going to be obviously massive for morale. It's not over, that's for sure. As both sides have been back and forth. This one so far, the Trolls will see a massive influence as well. I think there's one left. I don't know what's quite happened to the other ones. Well, I mean, one ran over here and got slowly picked off and killed. Not quite sure what happened to the second one. The third one is just getting focused down at the moment by archers. Cavalry over here has been broken though, shot at by Snarker bows and pinned by Ravanian princes. That's a good sign there. More of that cavalry that Wainriders desperately rely on being taken out. The final chariot here is the Great Wayne. I don't know if they'll send him in. They're going to attack with the cavalry. They need to attack at the same time just to make sure that the Gondor cavalry can't be everywhere. And you've got to take advantage of those numbers. And go the Windland. Oh, these are the Fire Riders. They're going in without their Naftons. They have none of those left. Looks like the rear charge here is going to break this Otar, which is a tier 2 heavy spear. Kind of looks like the Gondorian infantry we know and love. Cavalry going in there might just save that flank a little bit. Trolls over here trying to scare off the Fire Riders. Elves are finally losing a fight, but they are because they're getting rear charged constantly here by cavalry, bouncing in and out, supporting the Otar in there. There you go, they're firing around those high elven hammers, which have done so much damage. The phalanx is still very much alive, though. Some of these Fire Riders have known they're slowly being taken out. It looks like most of the, what we call the left flank cavalry is almost gone. The right flank still has a little bit of cavalry, which is being relatively effective and pretty still healthy as well. 70 out of 70 with this one. Charged into the Roqueni of the White Tree there. Done a lot of damage, like I said. If they can get Gondor's general, that could change the face of this game. They're going to go in here again. Windlance is going in. They're going to charge the Snarker bows really good. They could try and get the general as well, to be honest. That would be also huge. Elrond's have to go into battle here himself. He's out of ammo. He's getting rear charged here by the Ravanian princes, who decide to stop chasing the Wainriders, and they're going for their own targets now. Elrond, he's been tacked in the rear, but he still does not care. He's winning slightly. Or he was. Now combat even. Cav can now pin down these Windlances as well. The Windlances are losing. They're getting shot out of here by the Black Company. They've routed, actually, just as we're about to zoom in on them. That's another Cav gone. Don't know if the Great Waynes have gone in. No, they've routed. It's mass routed. That is the Wainriders out, and that is just down to the Elves now. So it's going to rely on basically these Noldor phalanx and also Elrond to try and win the day. But I don't think they're going to. 1,200 against 150 left. But it's been a close game, that's for sure. I mean, if you were to remove Noldor forces, which is just archers, and a troll, not a lot left. Not a lot left. And Noldor's archers kept breaking and returning. I don't know how. I usually honestly would think they break maybe once or twice and then never return again. The Elves getting charged in the back here. But they don't care. They're actually still winning these fights. Shows how good that Noldor phalanx is. Really, really good. Trolls are literally in here trying to bash Elrond's skull in. I can't even zoom in to find any of Elrond's unit. There's one. His glorious purple armor. Oh, he's dead now. I think Elrond is finally he's starting to waver and he might be about to break. Don't think he's dead. I haven't had any announcements saying he is.
And he can no longer fire.
Phalanx over holding on. They're starting to now lose. Being shot in the back. And there goes Elrond. Probably getting run down. And the phalanxes should probably break very shortly as well. And that is going to be a victory. There you go. Elrond has died in his march on Gondor. And it's going to be a Pyrrhic victory for Gondor and Dol Guldur in today's battle. I hope you did enjoy this one. It certainly was a fun one, that's for sure. This is from the perspective of Sneed, who's this is sent in by Bane. It might be Sneed, I don't know. But yeah, it's sent in by Bane, who is the developer of the Wainriders submod. So thank you very much, man, for sending this one in. I mean, we'll have a quick look at some of the kills we've got for Gondor here. 88 kills of the Amphalas Watch. For speed, it's not bad. Lebanon Marines getting 105 kills. Cav 121 with 1. And then we've got the Roqueni of the White Tree 76 kills. I mean, they're not going to have huge kills. They're fighting a Cav faction and Elves. Yeah, for this side, not going to have huge kills, I'd imagine. Oh, the Necromancer died. I totally forgot about that guy. That's a shame. He got 130 kills, which is insane, actually. The Olokai getting 235 kills, and then he's got Snarker Bows with 117 kills, which is actually very good for them. And then, yeah, just these agents and the Necromancer just got slaughtered. The Black Company here, 145 kills, is also not too bad for a general. And we have Dark Spirit playing as the High Elves, obviously got huge amounts of kills. He just, like, solely carried the team forward. With his infantry, his elite infantry, 180 kills here with Elrond. We've got the High Elven Hammers, 491 kills, 348 kills. Noldor Vanguard, 140 kills, and then we got the Imladris Champions, 319 kills, 170 kills. The Noldor Phalanx, 280 kills, 219 kills. We have Bulk playing as the Wainriders, 106 kills with the Eastling Tribesmen, 116 kills with the Windlancers, 298 kills with this Windlancer here, 137 kills with the Fire Riders at Nirn, 204 with another there. And some of the Chariots did pretty well, 283 kills and 118. It's not too bad, but yeah, some of the other ones doing not so great either. But there you go, guys. That is today's Dawnless Days battle for you today. If you want to check out the Wainrider submod and you haven't given it a go, the link for it is in the description down below, along with my Discord, which is the place to send in your own replays if you want to have them featured on the channel, like Bane has had his sent in here. So yeah, thank you very much again to all that took part and for those that watched. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.